Good morning. A reluctant homesteader here. Still trying to figure out this whole how to self-record while making things. So this morning I am working with beef tallow that I made on January 24th. I've put that in the pan and I'm going to start cracking some quail eggs because we're doing over easy eggs this morning. And I thought that I would share for those of you that are interested in quail. So quail eggs are a funny little thing because they're really strong eggs, and the shell is brittle. They can hold up to a lot, but they definitely, like, you don't want to crack it over your bowl because you'll get all these little pieces in it. So I like to take a knife and I crack them. Steak knives for me work better. I'm not going to buy that little instrument that you can use for quail eggs, but I like to just take a steak knife and I'll do this. I'll just kind of slice it. I'll give a little tiny poke and then I'll slice it. Not too far in because I don't want to crack open the yolk. And then I get it into the bowl. Now, some people say 4 eggs to 1 for chicken, like a chicken-sized egg. Other people say 3. It depends. Our quail are laying some pretty large eggs right now. So sometimes it's 2, other times I'm satisfied with 3 quail eggs to 1. All right, we're almost there. Now, don't forget to save your shells. I like to rinse out the shells and then let them dry. And you can save these eggshells for grinding and giving them back to the quail for their calcium supplement. Also, you can save the eggshells and use them when you're planting your tomatoes. Tomatoes need calcium, so that's a really good addition to the soil. You would just put it into the hole. Okay, let's see here. We'll keep it this way. Yeah, you would just put it into the hole when you are about to plant your tomatoes. Okay, so here we have them. I did end up breaking 1 yolk. Gonna get these frying in the beef tallow, which is just absolutely delicious. And you might be thinking, why are you using beef tallow for eggs? Well, you know, I was just having a conversation. We visited a farm yesterday, and the stewards of that farm, we were talking about nutrition. So we eat often, but is what we're eating nourishing us? So if we're eating any type of animal that hasn't been well cared for, hasn't been well fed, you know, that depletes the nutrient value of that food product. Same with all vegetables that are grown. If they're grown in poor soil, they're not nutrient rich. And what begins to happen is our body is, you know, looking for nutrition. It's not looking to be full. Satiation doesn't come from how much you've eaten, but how well you're being fed. And when it comes to using tallow, I'm getting a ton of vitamins and minerals that were in the bone. I'm sorry, not in the bone, in the fat. You know, and these animals were raised really well, so it's safe to consume. So yeah, and it just makes like the most delicious food. I love working with tallow. So let's see how they're doing. All right, we're almost to the flipping stage here. I like my eggs over easy, so I just give them a quick flip, let it cook for just a second, and then pull them off. So here we go. I'm going to attempt to do this, filming and flipping. Let's see here. There we go. They've been flipped and now they're coming off the heat source. There you have it. Fresh quail eggs and beef tallow with dark rye bread and good quality butter and homemade Concord grape jam. It does not get much better than this. And here are the rinsed eggshells that I'm just going to leave out on the counter to dry. And once they're dry, they'll be nice and brittle and I can grind them down for calcium. Have a great day, friends.